to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make roasted salsa. This is one of my family's favorites. The amounts of the ingredients that you're going to need for this recipe will be listed in the information box below. The ingredients are, you'll need a medium onion, 2 to 3 garlic cloves. You'll need some peppers to equal a ½ pound. These are jalapeno peppers and poblano peppers. The recipe actually calls for Anaheim peppers, but I couldn't get those in my grocery store, so I substituted with the poblanos. You'll also need 2 pounds of Roma tomatoes. You'll also need cilantro, oregano, red pepper flakes, black pepper, salt, cider vinegar, and lime juice. One of the ingredients that I forgot to tell you about is ground cumin, which you're going to need to add with your other spices to the food processor. You're going to need a baking dish, and I've sprayed this one with cooking spray. And I have started with my garlic. I've taken the skin off, and I'm simply just going to lay that on there. And now I'm going to take my onion and cut it and take the skin off. And I'm going to take the skin off of this, and then I'm going to cut it in half again so it'll be in quarters, and I'm going to lay it on the baking dish. Okay, so I'm quartering them and laying them on the baking sheet. So now we'll get started on our tomatoes. So I'm going to take the core out of the tomatoes and cut them in half, and then I'm going to lay them cut side down on my baking sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my peppers, and I'm going to just do the same thing, take the stems off and cut them in half and lay them cut side down on my baking sheet. Okay, all of my vegetables are prepared to put in the oven, and what I've done is I've preheated my oven to 450 degrees. I'm going to put these in for 30 minutes, and there it goes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to remove my garlic so that it doesn't burn. My vegetables have finished roasting. This is what they look like after 30 minutes, and some of the skin you can see is blistered. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover completely with aluminum foil. Let it steam for 10 minutes, and that will make it easier for the skins to peel off before we put it in the food processor. I'm going to leave it just like that for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, so now I'm going to uncover my vegetables. And I'm going to start putting this in the food processor. I'm going to start with my garlic, and now I'm going to do my onion. And now I'm going to peel the tomatoes, and as I peel the tomatoes, I'm going to put them in the food processor. So here we go. The peel just kind of comes right off, as you can see. Okay, so my tomatoes are all peeled and in the food processor. Now I'm going to start with the peppers. Now I want to say that if you don't like your salsa very hot, you're going to want to take your seeds and the membranes of the peppers out. I like my salsa hot, and so does my husband, so we're going to leave it in. But you also might want to use gloves to do this because it could make your eyes burn if you touch your face. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Peel it away. Okay. The skin's off the last pepper, so now what I'm going to do is wash my hands before I continue on with the recipe. So now I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients into the food processor. There's the cilantro. cider vinegar, my lime juice, and my seasonings. Top on. I'm just going to start pulsing this. Okay. I want to show you what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a container and put it in the refrigerator for about 4 hours before I serve it. My roasted salsa has been in the refrigerator for 4 hours, and I've taken it out and put it in a serving bowl, and this is what it looks like. I hope you enjoy it.